India looks to become a developed nation by 2047. This is the ahwan which our Honorable Prime Minister has given to all of us. For this, we have to make transformative changes so that India is able to deal with the situation, the political situation, the emerging challenges which India will have to face by 2047. Now, as we all know, while India is expanding, rapidly expanding urban-wise, the population is rising, leading to actually vertical growth of cities. Because of climate changes, there is also a lot of pressure on our systems because we are now experiencing extreme temperatures. Also, the geopolitical climate is becoming more and more fragile with lots of wars which we are witnessing around. I may also like to point out that Operation Sindoor, which was initiated, has only been paused. So in a sense, that operation is still continuing. So we are in very uncertain times. So when I speak about fire services, I'm also saying about fire and emergency services and our ability to deal with any exigency at any given point of time. Now for this, our emergency and fire services have to develop. It cannot only be localized to urban centers, but it must actually be spread across the country. That is one. Number two, we must have a trained and dedicated force also, which can take care in any emergency and respond to any situation. And third is, as a backup, we must have regulatory provisions which can take care of the emerging challenges. Now, to deal with all these aspects, which also includes harnessing emerging technologies like artificial intelligence and Internet of Things, we have to actually plan accordingly. Now, for this, under the umbrella of this current conference and the Bharat Fire Safety Congress, which we are actually having, we intend to bring all stakeholders, which includes the central government, the state government, the private sector and the public sector, all under a common platform where we can discuss the issues. So while today we are discussing it in a larger platform where we have been able to actually collect everybody, we have representatives from the public sector like GAIL, ONGC, etc. We have here representatives from our big private sector like Adani, Ambani and many other private sector which you see around. We have representatives from the central government. For example, the current DG of Fire Services for the country, he was also here. And we have representatives from the state government like Mumbai, where the director of Mumbai Fire Services is also here. So this becomes a very august gathering where we have people from all forums and who can get their own experiences on board so that all aspects of the issues are actually taken care of. So here, while we are having technical sessions also and we are discussing issues also, we will take this forward and where we will have different actually groups deliberating on different issues and coming up with a paper. So once we have a common idea, we can go to the government and saying that this is the way forward. If India has to deal robustly with the challenges it will actually be facing in the future, especially in these uncertain times where even during war, it will not be actually limited to the battlefield or the broad front lines. As we can see in the Iran-Israel/USA war, the infrastructure, the data centers, the energy infrastructure, all are being targeted and being taken as legitimate targets. This was not earlier the case. So even when we have to go forward, we have to keep in mind that in any future conflict, India's energy infrastructure, other critical structures can also become targets, and how we can respond and become resilient and so that disruption of common life actually is minimal and we can actually restore normalcy within the minimum possible time. And for this to happen, as a backbone, the fire and emergency services must be broad-based, must have a statutory framework which is well known to everybody, must have requisite funding so that we have the requisite kind of equipment, must have clarity regarding manpower and their training. And all this should be backed by a very strong AI and IoT so that we can actually leverage whatever knowledge and abilities which we have. Thank you.